L'has de resar cada nit per la teva mama. Se'ns n'ha anat, però et vigila des del cel.
Bon dia. Nenes, porteu-me un enciam.
Un enciam?
Allà a l'hort.
Això és una col, Frida.
Vinga, vaig. Ara és la meva alarma.
Sort que sou bona gent, Margarita.
Hello there, how are you? Welcome to What the Flick. I am Christy, that is Matt. We're talking about a Spanish film, which actually was Spain's entry for the foreign language category at the Oscars. Did not get a nomination, but it's a really, really solid little drama called Summer 1993. Matt, please tell us about it.
Summer 1993 is about a young girl, Frida, who's maybe all of about 6 years old. Her parents have passed away. She goes to live, was living in Barcelona. She gets moved out to the country home of her uncle to live with his wife and their younger daughter. And as the movie picks apart, set in the summer of 1993, you start to understand what happened to her parents. And you see a young girl who is wrestling with the new environment and kind of the upheaval of her life and her reticence to share any emotions and how that plays out. And this is a amazing performance from that young girl.
Yeah, her name is Laia Artigas, the girl who plays Frida.
Yeah, and this movie's kind of, as it goes along, by the end of it, it's just kind of quietly devastating.
Yeah, it is. So this is an autobiographical film. This is a debut from writer-director Carla Simón. It is in Catalan, and it's shot, actually, the beautiful big stone farmhouse is where she actually went to live as a girl.
Wow.
So a lot of this is her own life. And the performances she gets, not just from Laia Artigas, but also from Paula Robles as the uncle and aunt's little girl, the younger child who's like 3 years old. It is so naturalistic, and it's so deceptive as far as the simplicity of certain moments and just how they play out. And this should, in theory, and under any other circumstance, be like this idyllic summer in the countryside, away from Barcelona, away from the noise of the city. You know, they run around in the underpants and they play with chickens and they pluck lettuce from the garden, and it just seems like this paradise. But there's this undercurrent of sadness and tension the whole time.
And tension, and you see that Frida is not being particularly nice to Anna in that there's definitely a rivalry as to, you know, is she going to get any affection? But then the stuff that they play together is so telling, and the movie is so good at not overdoing it. The scene where Frida's dressed up and puts on the makeup, and the game is like, oh, ask me if you'll play with me, she says to Anna, and it's this whole monologue that, or not monologue, but this whole dialogue that Anna is getting the answers that Frida's mother had given. You know, oh, I'm not feeling well, but I love you, but no, I can't play.
She's got the cigarette and the feather boa and the sunglasses.
Right, and then, you know, the scene where Anna says, hey, they're playing with the toy phone, hey, you want to call your mom? And there's that pause, but it's not like pause and waterworks. It's just, okay. And just kind of going along with it, it's kind of riveting.
Yeah, when the emotion comes, it comes at very surprising moments, and it definitely hits you. There's a tension with Frida because, I mean, she's a little girl working through something horrific. They never say specifically what killed her mom, but we can infer by certain other scenes and other conversations, you know. And yeah, they never specify what it is, but given the time period, you can kind of figure it out. And the naturalism of it, it's just, it's slow. You gotta stick with it. It takes a little bit of time to get into it because, you know, there's not really a whole lot of music. I mean, there are moments of joy and there are moments of, like, you know, summertime fun and festivals and things, but they're rare. It's just like the quiet day-to-day of this couple and these kids.
And even within those moments where there's other people and there's the joy of kids playing, it can turn so quickly. And again, it's not the movie doesn't overdo it with music. It's just kind of that day to day, but you're seeing it through this lens of, we know as adults, this little girl is going through emotions and grief and a process that she doesn't even understand.
Right. She can't verbalize it.
Can't verbalize it, doesn't know what she's dealing with.
Yeah.
And it's heartbreaking. Yeah. It's heartbreaking. And you see the things as she acts out, and you get it.
You get it, and also she's a normal kid in that she's seeing what she can get away with.
Right.
Like she's pushing it in a way that kids do at this age to find out their own boundaries, and that often has like potentially harrowing consequences. Anyway, it's great. If you can find it, I think it's like New York and LA this weekend, and it is small and slow, but so well acted. I'm saying 8.8.
8.8. What did I say?
You said 8.5.
8.5.
So we're 8.7. It's 100% on the tomato meter, so please go find it.
Very good.
Thanks. Bye-bye.